not about him. It has to be about the issues confronting our country. And my sense of it is that every time issues become prominent, he will say something outrageous or do something outrageous so that he doesn't have to talk about the issues.
Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, thanks very much.
Thank you for having me.
And let's continue this conversation now with Cokie Roberts. She's on the line. She joins us most Mondays. Cokie, good morning.
Hi, David.
You know, I'm still thinking about that scene that Steve was talking to Marco Rubio about when Rubio announced that Boehner was resigning, and there was that applause from this Republican crowd. I mean, what can Republican leaders do about this frustration out there from people in their party?
Basically nothing. And the numbers are high. 72% of likely Republican voters said in a recent poll that they disapprove of their congressional leaders, and they don't think they're doing enough. But as John Boehner, the now outgoing speaker, said yesterday on CBS, they're unrealistic. He says the Bible said, beware of false prophets, and there are people out there spreading noise about how much we can get done. And of course what he means by that is all of the talk radio people, all of the people in outside groups, and some people inside the institution of Congress who are saying, shut down the government and then we can repeal Obamacare. And as he says, that's just totally unrealistic.
Well, one thing that Boehner said, Cokie, on Friday was that he was stepping down for the good of the House, for the institution. I mean, you have been covering him since he came to Congress 25 years ago. What do you make of this message from him, if we're to believe what he's saying is putting the institution ahead of politics?
Well, the truth is he did come in as a young upstart, part of what was called a gang of seven, to shake things up in the House. But even then, it was because they thought, or at least he thought, that he wanted to improve the institution of the House. So he is an institutionalist. He does care about the institution. And of course, as he has gone up in power, he's cared about it more. But look, it was also a political decision. Anybody who voted for him for Speaker, if it came back to another vote for Speaker, was going to get in trouble at home. And he said that. He said, why would I put my Republican members through that, make them walk the plank, because they're going to get criticized at home by some who think they ought to be more aggressive. So it was just better to quit than to make them
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Test.
So short-term question: who takes over?
5, 4,
in his
3,
job,
2,
but
1.
long-term
1,
is sort of
2,
what
3,
happens to
4,
the
5.
legislative agenda.
Testing.
Right?
Well, first, the government does not shut down this week, which is a
A, B,
relief
C,
for a
D,
lot of
E, F,
people.
G.
And probably California Kevin McCarthy
Test 5, 4, 3,
takes
2,
over
1.
the speakership. But there will be a leadership
through
fight
after the delay,
in the
yeah.
House of Representatives, and there is nothing worse than a leadership fight. People hold grudges from those fights for years and years and years. And whether it's for Speaker or for Majority Leader or for Whip, that could go on for a very long time. And in terms of legislation, I think you're going to see the conservatives feeling very, very feisty. They think they've got a win here in forcing Boehner out, and I think that they're going to fight on every piece of legislation that comes up, and that's going to make it much harder to get things done.
Pope Francis visited Congress, was in the United States. So much sort of warmth and goodwill, it seemed like, in this visit. Can that have some kind of impact on American politics?
Well,
You're laughing.
They did cheer for the Golden Rule in Congress. That was a plus. But then they went directly to the Values Voters Summit and cheered Boehner's decision to step down, which isn't exactly the Golden Rule in practice. On the plane ride home last night, Pope Francis said, "Power is here today, gone tomorrow. And when you have it, you have to use it to do good for other people." Now, he was talking about himself, but it might be something that you can apply to members of Congress as well. I wouldn't hold my breath on that, though, David.
All right, Cokie, have a good week.
You too.
Always good to talk to you. It's Cokie Roberts. She joins us on the program most Mondays. You're listening to Morning Edition from NPR News.
This is Morning Edition on Wyoming Public Radio. The time is 8:18.
Supporters include TCCG Real Estate, a division of the Clear Creek Group, representing buyers and sellers of distinctive properties in Jackson Hole with a commitment to personalized service. Online at tccgre.com.
My name is Cece. I'm 6. I am from Colorado, and
University of Wyoming. Oops.
I'm going to go out here and see if I can hear.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's coming through on the stream. I'm seeing it here.
Okay. So Peggy, let me talk about the project. So Peggy, let me talk about the project for a little while. So here you see Hope School, which is located in Usari Village, which is in Mbita, Kenya, on the shores of Lake Washington, Lake Victoria, essentially on the equator. These are the teachers and some of the students. Okay, Peggy.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Got it. So today I will talk about the learning taking place largely via experience in the University of Wyoming chapter of Engineers Without Borders. I advise the University of Wyoming chapter of Engineers Without Borders. We have a project in Guatemala and another in Kenya. I happen to be the faculty advisor for the team to Mbita, Kenya. Hope School and Usari Village, where Hope School is located, requested EWB USA assistance in designing and constructing a dormitory to house 120 students. We are in the second of a minimum of 5 years of commitment to partner with Hope School and the community on this project. This photo was taken last month during our second assessment trip. We are in the process of determining if we can continue with this project or not. In fact, tonight, the students will culminate 2 weeks of deliberation and vote on the future of the project. The students are considering, 1, the technical feasibility of the project, 2, the sustainability of the project, and 3, the future impact of the project.
Sounding
Good?
That sounds all right on that.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, Josh's perfect. Awesome. All right.
Okay, this is wireless mic. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Hey, hey. Click, click. Check. Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. 1, 2. There. Sounds like me making strange animal noises. Do we have it here? Yeah. Check. 1, 2. Pretty safe there.
Right, you can't, as outsiders, you can't tell them what to do.
But he's an insider. He's still, from a village just like this.
Right. Yeah.
And so, this guy is, so I told the students, they said, oh, they'll figure something out. And so I told them, so I'll give $20 to everybody who came to pledge a balance. Tonight. You need to balance, then we can go.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact we can't. Think of this. Think of what it is. The other thing is, 70 per grade. The school only has 20 per grade, and that's how it works. It just goes a cohort up. So I said, 50 of them, we'll be sorry out of luck. They understand that. I said, not thought about it. The other thing they want to do is they want 30% of the schools to be non-paying orphans. So losing too many shillings was if everybody paid 30%. So they're losing whatever, 260. And that's if everybody pays. So the community, they're like, you know what? You guys doing this fancy new dormitory for free, they must have money. I've got 3 kids. I think one should go for free, then I should get 2 for one and another one. So they're looking at losing farm and shit again. And they just can't. It's just they're not gonna lose from those shit. They're gonna do something. What they're gonna do is not feed the kids. So I told them, we're gonna build a dormitory to start kids. And I said, like, yeah, we can be Pollyanna about it, but it's not even an order of magnitude possible. It's not your money. We're gonna pour $100 grand into this building. It's not your money. So I told her, you guys put $40 grand. We'll keep it up and build it.
Park Pass valid for a year. This is for the National